for the execution of capital projects in the third quarter of 2023. According to the budget implementation report for Quarter 3 2023, released by the Budget Office, 75.4% lower than the 5 trillion naira allocated for capital expenditure in the 2023 budget, resulted in a deficit of 3.8 trillion naira. The fund was aimed at advancing development and infrastructure initiatives as of September 30, 2023. Capital projects are major investments in physical infrastructure assets that are expected to provide long-term benefits. These projects usually involve the construction, acquisition, or renovation of tangible assets such as buildings, roads, bridges, dams, schools, hospitals, and other facilities. The report also showed that the ministry has only utilized 962.87 billion naira out of the cash backing of 1.2 trillion naira. The Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Martin Amowole, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to Governor Siminalayi Fubara to represent the 2024 budget to the House. The order follows the first sitting of Pro Wike House on Monday after some months. The other House, led by Victor Okojumbo, is also holding a parallel sitting. Fubara had earlier presented the budget to the House loyal to him when his current Chief of Staff, Edison Eye, presided as Speaker. Eye and other pro-Fubara lawmakers passed the budget estimates, and the governor signed the bill into law. He stated that it is aimed at promoting economic development, inclusive growth, and addressing socio-economic inequality in the state. Now, President Bola Tinubu has asked public servants to live up to his expectation by being accountable to Nigerians. He urged them to always be guided by the fact that the nation's public institutions are not personal enterprises, and as public servants, they're employees of the Nigerian people. The president, who made the observation during the Nigerian Excellence Awards in Public Service in Abuja, restated his administration's determination to create an environment where merit is rewarded and where every public servant feels valued and motivated to give their best. President Bola Tinubu, who was represented by his Vice President, Kashim Shettima, at the event says some loopholes are being exploited by those saddled with the nation's trust, despite institutional measures put in place to prevent any form of irregularities in the public service.
Our public service must live up to its expectation. It's a public trust where every official must account to the people. And ours is to create an ecosystem where not only stand out, but stand apart from those who sabotage us. Even though we have set in place institutional measures to forestall any form of dysfunction in our public service, there are still cracks, often exploited by those given the trust of the nation. But what we must never get tired of doing is reminding ourselves that our public institutions are not personal enterprises, and for that each of us is an employee of the Nigerian citizen.
The significance of the Nigerian Excellence Awards in Public Service, a private sector initiative in partnership with the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, President Bola Tinubu gave the initiative his full support, saying it is strategic to inspire the bulk of the nation's workforce, set benchmarks, and create a ripple effect of positive change in the society. Earlier in his welcome address, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, says awards in public service, a private sector-driven initiative, recognizes and rewards innovation, purposeful leadership, and hard work by exceptional individuals and organizations in the country's public service across all levels of government and the private sector. Now, the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Zubaida Umar, has activated all zonal, territorial, and operation offices of the agency nationwide to work with the state's emergency management agencies within their area of responsibilities in carrying out rescue operations and conduct assessments of the situation. A statement from the agency says the NEMA zonal, territorial, and operational offices are located in Lagos, Ibadan, Ekiti, Abuja, and other 12 states. At the headquarters, NEMA say it is also operating the toll-free emergency contact line 0800 Call NEMA, in addition to all its social media platforms through which feedback from members of the public can be received nationwide. Consequently, NEMA said search and rescue officers have been deployed across the state and have been providing the much desired support in coordination of rescue operations within SEMAs and other stakeholders in recently flooded areas and communities. The agency adds that it is conducting a rapid assessment to determine any further assistance that may be required in the impacted communities. Now, one of the effects of climate change is heavy rainfall, which oftentimes results in flooding. This special report by our correspondent, Bukola Tiloko, takes a look at the efforts of the state government and roles of residents to minimize the impact of the heavy downpour. Here's the report.
It's the raining season again, but this time the rains are heavy. The torrential downpour results in flash floods in many parts of Lagos, submerging cars and houses, leaving commuters stranded and making life uneasy for many residents.
The rain really disturbed a lot of people from going to their businesses, some disturb them from going to their work, and it affects the economy.
As a coastal city, Lagos is prone to flash floods when there is prolonged rainfall and a high tidal level in the lagoon.
The third of Lagos is water, by the way. So when it rains heavily, it stretches your resilient infrastructure. So the storm water will not be able to discharge into the lagoon. So that's why we call it flash flood. So within 1 hour or two, once the water level of the tidal water level of the lagoon goes down, or the sea, then the storm rainwater will be able to discharge.
To control flooding in the state, the government has consistently embarked on an all-year-round drainage clearing, maintenance, removal of obstructions on drainage channels, and construction of new water channels. To support these efforts, residents must play their part.
We are the masses, we are the government, but what we cause for ourselves is even more implicated, because like our people, the market leader, women and all these people, they used to throw dirty inside the gutters, and they don't know that the dirty they're throwing inside the gutters might have go to another place to go and make a blockage for the gutters. So we all need to be orientated.
When we drink or eat our pure water, we throw it inside the gutter. So we are contributing in all this blockage. You understand? I know Lagos should try to enforce this, but how many people can you enforce and that? So that let us use our sense, our initiative, know that all this thing is not good.
Take ownership of the infrastructures in their environment. Take ownership of their environment. Don't throw their waste into the drainage system. See something, say something. Let us know what's happening whilst we keep giving them the infrastructure. They're the ones paying the tax. The taxes are from them, and we're giving them the infrastructure with the taxes they are paying.
Residents are advised to be safety conscious whenever it rains and shun all acts of environmental abuse. Bukola Taylor-Cole, LTV News.
In sports, Lagos-based football club Community Action Through Sport have emerged as champions of the 2023-2024 Women Accredited Football Academy League. Cats Ladies emerged victorious by defeating Papa Soccer Ladies Academy 1-0 in the Super 8 final decided on Sunday at Remo Star Stadium in Ikenne, Ogun State. We have details in this report.
Dedicating the team's triumph to the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Project Director of CAT, Honorable Agbola Dabiri, praised the Governor for fostering an environment conducive to sporting excellence. Dabiri explained that the CATS project, with over 300 youths, aimed to use sport to attract young people who are less privileged across Lagos State and train them to make a meaningful impact in society through leadership and vocational activities. With more support from the Lagos State government, Agbola believes more youth will be integrated into society using sport as a veritable tool to attract them.
This is the first time we are coming out to play Wafa League. And for us coming out, and this is where we are at the moment, I bet to expect so many of them at the junior national team. And this team, you will keep hearing about the name of this team, winning different competitions.
Organized by Female Football Academy proprietors, the Wafa League aims to showcase amateur teams and prepare them for the Nigerian Women Football League Championship.
Teams that played in the Super 8 do fantastic, and we can see the improvement of all the players. They are improving.
It's also helping the teams in preparing themselves towards championship and their future career.
They have done wonderfully well. At least this is one of the best competitions so far. It's so glamorous. You see a lot of competitiveness. You see display of football artistry.
For winning the league, Cats ladies received medals, the championship trophy for their victory in the WAFA Super 8. The champions also dominated individual awards, securing Best Goalkeeper, Most Valuable Player, and Best Coach honors.
Just a starting point for us. As a coach, this means that I'm at the right path, I'm doing the right thing, helping to develop female football in our community, in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole. And for the girls, this is a big win for them. And I strongly believe that they know that this is just a starting point because they have a lot to learn and they have a lot to do and be a better player.
Aisha Bolarinwa of Ghetto Tigers ladies, with 7 goals in the league, earned the highest goal scorer award, while the Fair Play award went to Honors Ladies Football Academy.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free line 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Thanks for watching the news at 2. I am Omomi. Okay, we'll see you again at 4 p.m.